Well, howdy, fellas. Elder Ufgood here, and welcome back to a Neanderthal to the Skies, episode 12. Um, I left you off. I had a power problem. I had a hostile neural networks problem because it was just draining all my. Yeah, I had a power issue, which, as you can see, has been remedied. It is I have fixed the problem. And that problem is don't do this if you're not ready for a 256K. Don't put a 256K in there. Oh my goodness, it took forever to do 256K in the system. And I even upgraded to a gargantuan. Uh yeah, I have lots of power. And the way I fixed that was I got a 64 times 64 times nether star generator. That is now chugging along just fine. That is powered up there completely. That's all turned back on. Don't worry about that. We'll get to that. As you can see, the mob farm is gone. I did leave my little river there. And hostile neural networks, I did have to fix this. And the entire top row is with their data models. That was fun. And that is to make sure that one of these is always running with their predictions to keep nether stars so that stays online. Now, if you're paying attention, you probably notice I have some stuff in my inventory. That's right. I want to do the Ars section, the Ars Nouveau section. But just enough so we can get all the modium or stuff. But while looking at Ars, I saw that you could conjure up islands, and I don't have to build islands. I can conjure one up. That's what the angel block is for. I think that'll be a great spot for it. I don't know how big these islands are. Maybe I'll have to move it out a little bit further. But I figured if we can rush into Ars, we might be able to spawn an Ars island. How cool would that be? Right. So I think it's gonna be pretty cool, and we're gonna go that route. So let's jump right into Ars Nouveau, where I'm sure I'm going to get a pretty big headache. You know me, the Neanderthal. Sometimes it just doesn't want to work. All right. Now, I don't know too much about Ars, but I do know that you can get source from these farms over here. And that's going to be my most impressive farm. So I think if I can use this farm and possibly this farm, I think right here is where I'll do my source storage. I know this is going to be my JDT island, but well, I don't need that no more. I still have to fix that. Right, so with Ars, there's a pretty big section for it. The main focus for this episode is to try and get the island. So we only need to get to here, to the Ritual Brazier, and then the Tablet of Conjure Island, and I think the Archwood Forest is going to be the one that I want to do. So we're going to beeline Ars, but I'm going to sidetrack because beeline, guess what? There's bees. So we're gonna have to take that route as well to get bees. So once we get here, we might sidetrack, or we might just keep going and get to the Archwood Forest. Not sure yet, but I can tell you we need to jump right into Ars, which we'll find out if I can do something like that. Now, fair warning, it's been a while since I've messed with this mod, and it's changed dramatically. So hopefully the headaches are minimal this episode. But without further ado, let's do this. Ars Nouveau. Alright, so as you can see, I did go to the market and spent a little bit of the emeralds that I'm generating to go ahead and get us into Ars a little bit. The main thing that we do need to focus on is getting a novice spellbook, obviously source gems, imbuement chambers, source jars, source stones, arcane pedestals, the ritual brazier, which, that's another thing. What do y'all call it? Is it a ritual brazier? Brazier? Or brassiere. And then after getting the brazier, we're going to need the tablet of Conjure Island for the Archwood Forest. And then this is just a heated centrifuge. That's, I mean, I'm always working on bees. So, yeah. If I can get to it, I'll upgrade the beehive today. If not, we're just going to focus on Ars and hopefully get a new island up. Ars Nouveau is a magic mod that allows you to create custom spells within the different glyphs made within the mod. We can get a tattered tome. Yeah, why not? To get started, you'll need to craft yourself a novice spellbook. This is where you create and store your spells. Hitting the C key will open up the create a spell page on the left, and there are several tabs, but the main three are spell creation, color picker, and familiars. The spellbook will only allow you to create and use tier 1 glyphs. To create better spells, you will need to upgrade your spellbook. Well, that's the plan, but I don't know how far we're going to be able to get into that. Alright, and then if we take a look at this, welcome to Ars Nouveau. If you're new, getting started and completing the advancements is recommended. Join the Discord to share spells, ask questions, and see what's coming next. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll get started reading this in a little bit. Mainly, the thing I want to focus on is getting Source. Source is a magical resource used for many purposes, such as speeding up imbuement chambers, fueling devices, powering magical helpers, creating portals, or fueling powerful enchanting apparatus recipes. Source links are a specialized artifact that can collect and concentrate source from the world into source jars. Source relays can be used to transfer source over large distances between jars. Woo! The agronomic and the mycelial source links are good early options for building up your source supply. And remember, I did say that you could use these farms to create source. That's the agronomical. Let's get back into this. So let's look into the agronomical source link. Generates source from crops and tree growth within 15 blocks. Bonus source is generated for magical plants such as mage bloom, source berry bushes, and archwood saplings. Source will be output from the source link to nearby jars within 5 blocks. Note, bone milling crops will not grant source. Alright, so we'll go ahead and get that on the list, because the first thing that's actually going to stop us is source gems. We need to find out how to make source gems, and that's going to be with the imbuement chamber, lapis lazuli, and then that will make a source gem, or we could use amethyst, and that will also make a source gem. We'll see which one I have most of. We can also look into the heated centrifuge, which is something that's already on my list because it can do the blocks. But the centrifuge can just do regular combs, so the main thing is just getting the arcane bee. I'm actually ahead of the game on this. I have amethyst bee spawn eggs. I just need source gems and the enchanting apparatus to get my arcane bees. You see, I'm already ahead of the game. Amethyst bee spawn eggs. Alright, to get a novice spellbook, what we're going to need to do is I just need a shovel. That's it? That's it? Excellent. Take that off the list. Okay, to gain further knowledge of spells, we'll need a specific type of magical wood, which is archwood. Well, that's what I went ahead and got the saplings for. So for the time being, I guess I'll just tear this out. Just for the time being. And what we'll do is we'll go ahead and just place these here. I don't know. I was going to say green's going to be my favorite, but trees are already green. What about a purple tree? Just right in the middle. Oh, yes, yes. Oh, my goodness. This thing is huge. I'm pretty sure I should have chosen a bigger island to grow these trees. But this was temporary. But these are massive. So that island's going to have to move over. Because I kind of want a lot of these trees. And we'll just go ahead and pick all these up now. Alright, to create one of the main crafting items in Ars, the source gem, you will need the imbuement chamber. The imbuement chamber requires source to imbue items. It produces a small amount of source by itself, but can also use source jars as a power source. Several recipes also require arcane pedestals to be placed around it. Okay, so the next thing we're going to need is some archwood planks. So Oh, excellent. Anything can make it. Alright, then we just need that. I don't know how many we're going to need, but I know we're going to need more. To create source gems, you'll need to either put lapis or amethyst shards into the imbuement chamber. Over time, these will convert to source gems. Well, considering I'm gonna need lots of these, I think we have a problem. What happened over here, buddy? My goodness. Can I help you out here? Wait, you're not Muffin, are you? You are Muffin. Guys, Muffin likes to live up here. Several times. You're gonna go straight to the bed, aren't you? Okay, you're not. And I have decided that we are gonna use Lapis because I have 2.3 million. So if I set these up, and again, this is gonna be temporary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, I don't like that. Alright, I don't quite much care for the design, but we're not going for design. We just need some source gems, right? And while those are crafting up, let's look at... Do I need source jars? Not yet. I will. Let's look at the agronomic source link. That right there requires 2, some wheat, and some gold, which I can make it. I'm just waiting on source gems. I'm curious. Can I be impatient? Oh my goodness. I can. I might have gotten a little impatient, but I got a stack of them. And with that stack of them, I can go ahead and get myself a agronomic source link and find out how this is going to work. And I'm going to need some source jars. Oh, wow. I just put it down and it started going nuts. I think I need a source jar for this. Let's quickly get a source jar. Oh, I didn't want you there. I want you... No, no, you're not listening. Why can't I please? There we go. Oh my goodness, the eggs! Okay, that is absolutely blazing speed. I did not expect that. I know one thing that what I want to do is get a relay link, and maybe we can send that source to, like, an island of jars, and we could just have everything collected here for the time being. I like that idea. Let me get started on that. Let me do like an entire island of source jars, then find out how many relay links I'm going to need for this. All right, I think 18 will be enough for the time being, I hope. And yeah, I just need a few more things and hopefully we'll get that source into these jars and then we'll figure out what we're doing next. All right, and what I'm going to need for this is a source relay, which enables the transport of source between source jars and other source relays. To pull source from jars, use the Dominion wand on the jar and then on the relay. To send between relays or from a relay to a jar, use the wand on the relay and then the target you wish to send source to. Relays may only reach up to 30 blocks away. To clear connections, sneak while using the Dominion wand on the relay. So we're going to need source relays and a Dominion wand for this. Alright. Alright, so get ourselves a Dominion wand. I need an enchanting apparatus, which needs a block of amethyst, 2 gold, and a Dominion wand. Oh, I don't need the advanced Dominion wand. I just need a Dominion wand, which is 2 source gems, a stick, and a gold ingot. This is the one that I want. Alright, we're going to need an enchanting apparatus, and then source stone, which was already on the list. Perfect. And with that in place, we can take a look at the Dominion wand again and decide it's a stick in the middle, and then I guess on the pedestals on the outside. Alright, so if I place this down here, here, here. An arcane core must be placed next to the base of the chant. What's an arcane core? There we go. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I just figured out how to do this. Alright, we got ourselves a Dominion wand. Alright, so we're going to use there to there. And we're taking now. Okay? Okay. Excellent. Now we've got to send it over there. And there was different relays, was there not? Alright, the source relay depositor operates similar to source relay, but will deposit into jars it is not linked to within 5 blocks. See the instructions on the source relay for use. Oh, okay, so I'm going to need another source relay and then 4 hoppers, which means I need another pedestal because I got to keep using this thing for right now until I get my permanent setup. Alright, then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a relay link, which I didn't get set up. Yep. Yes! I'm figuring it out, guys. I'm figuring it out. Okay. So curious. Can I slap you down on there? No, I want to go from there, right? Relay set to send. Is that too far? There we go. All right. Well, I mean, this is gonna fill up like crazy, right? Is it only to what? Oh, it goes to multiple. Okay, yeah, this is great. Yeah, just for a second, and yeah, let's get into the next part of what I need. So arcane pedestals are needed for the ritual brazier. I said it wrong. It's brazier. And crafting items with an enchanting apparatus. Go ahead and make yourself 8 of them. And then I'm going to go ahead and make the ritual brazier as well. It is used to cast rituals. It can also be used for decoration. If you want to light the brazier, use a light spell on it. To perform rituals, you'll need arcane pedestals as well. As there are so many rituals to cast, make sure to check out each one of them using the Worn Notebook. This can be done by holding control on the ritual tab. This can be done by holding control on the ritual table while the book is in your inventory. Awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead and make arcane pedestals, the ritual brazier, and then we'll see about getting into the tablet of Conjure Island. But before I do that, I know I said I was going to make a beeline this way, but wouldn't it make more sense to make a beeline going this way? How hard would it be get these different essences and getting into the arcane? All right, and as a reminder, we're going to need 8 source gems per 1 amethyst bee. I already have 5 amethyst bee spawn eggs at max, I believe at max stats. Even if it's not, it'll be fine. And then we'll go ahead and get ourselves some arcane bees for this. All right, I'm quickly running out of room up here. I really need to get that island moving. So as soon as I get these bees done, we're gonna move straight into that. And yeah, let's see if I can kind of squeeze this in right here. I was not prepared for that. Where did he go? I thought he would come straight over here to the flowers. Okay, first of all, I don't know what happened here, but that bee just beelined it out of here. I was not prepared for that, and now I have to get another amethyst bee, which isn't hard, but I just was not prepared for that. Again, I have no idea where this guy went. It's all right. We're gonna go ahead and remedy this situation. We'll get our we'll get that back. All right, we're gonna give this a shot one more time. And hey. First of all, we do need to fix this. Let's get a flower in the offhand. Well, I wasn't paying attention, and I just made amethyst bees, which I already have in there. So I gotta do this again. Alright, if I can stop being so silly about it, this is wrong. I'm using the wrong one. It needs to be that. And for the sake of ease, I'm just gonna take those off and make it like that, and there we go. Now we're doing it right. Hey, we got our arcane bee. And just like that, we have our 5 arcane bees. So many eggs. So many eggs. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You guys need a home of your own so I could stop doing this. Alright, I came in here because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can easily, and just like that, we have our arcane bees. Which means we can throw in our sim, all of our bees, and then the arcane bee itself just needs a source gem, and that completes that. The only thing I have to do is figure out what that produces. And if there's anything that needs to be partitioned into my AE system, I will get that done. Oh, I see. It's not gonna finish because I don't have the Ars essence. Eventually, I'll have to get to the Ars essence so I can get to the other bees. That's probably gonna be an in-between episodes kind of thing, unless anybody stops me and says you want to see the automation of those bees. You know what? I'm just gonna I'll get them next episode. That's what we'll do. We need to get into the Tablet of Conjuring, or the Conjure Island. Oh, I see why it's not working. I need to get into the different essences from Ars, and I need that anyway to get into the other, to get in the Tablet of Conjure Island. So let me see what I need to get into the essences. What do I need? I'm gonna need all the different essences for. Okay, yeah, that's a lot for the bees. We'll get the bees. What do I need for the tablet? I need Conjuration Essence, and Abjuration Essence. Alright, Abjuration, not too hard. Sugar, milk, fermented spider eye, source gem, Conjuration, Wildenhorn, Starbuncle token, book. I don't think I have a Starbuncle or a Wildenhorn. I stand corrected. I actually have a Wildenhorn. I, however, don't have a Starbuncle token to get the charm. I don't need the charm. I just... Wait. I remember. Don't I give you guys gold? Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. You forgot that. You forgot that. You forgot that. You forgot that. One of y'all forgot that. I don't care who gets it. Goodbye, Muffin. Alright, I think I got everything I need to do these two. Alright, if I can do it like this, this might be pretty cool. And awesome! Oh, you guys don't use the... Oh, sweet. Okay. Alright, I think I'm ready. I really don't know how this works, but I think I need a source jar. And you're gonna work just fine. I kind of want to move this out just a little bit more because I was doing some research on these things and it will increase the radius for one for each source gem, I guess you're placing in. Alright, I do believe this is the only setup that you have to worry about. And then, is it, you just right click with that. I think 20 is going to be enough. Let's do it. I ran out of source. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, it's done. How much source did that you ended up using? Okay, so if you're wanting that big of an island, that takes about 11 jars of source. Well, I'm glad I moved it, but I could have made it bigger. That's still massive. And I've got an idea for this, but I'm going to do that in between episodes. So now I have a proper place to do ours. I think what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to wrap up the episode a little early. We did get some source production happening, and we need to do more. But now I got to do something with this island, and I think that's what I want to get started on next. Is But yeah, we're gonna get this island done in the way that I want to get it done. I'll get a nice, cool build going, and get it ready for automation because I think you can automate Ars Nouveau, and we're definitely gonna give that a shot with Source with Super Factory Manager because I'm just loving that mod right now, especially because it's made that process over there so much easier. I wonder if I can do the same thing with ours and Super Factory Manager. Alrighty, well, as we fade out into the sunset, it is time to end the episode. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. As always, remember, I love you, Jesus loves you, take it easy, and God bless.